What is going on, everybody? It's Ron with Ron Comes in Handy with the Tradesman Services and Solutions, and I got a good video for you guys here. It is one of my second bathroom renovations, so I'm gonna get right into it. So we, of course, have to prep and protect the floor, and then I'm just showing what I'm going to take away. We're going to take away that mirror. We're going to take away that light fixture. We're going to take away that metal cabinet. We're going to take away that vanity. We're going to leave the toilet here because they just bought the toilet a few months ago. But we're going to take that shower out. We're going to take the hand rails out, and we're going to put new tiles into this floor. That vinyl floor is going. So first thing first, we're going to turn the water off here. You know, clockwise closes water valves, and then you're going to flush the toilet, get all the water out. Little water left in, but that's okay. We're going to take care of that. And then we're going to turn the shut off valves for the faucet off here. You know, same thing. Clockwise turns the water off. Let's see here. Then we're going to undo the piping underneath here. There's going to be some water left in the P trap. You know, just pour it in the tub, or the bath, or the toilet, whichever. I put it in the toilet. Then we're going to take off this countertop, and what I'm doing right here is called scoring. So I'm cutting in between the wall and the countertop because there's adhesive that's connecting it. And so I get my little pry bar and I take off that backsplash right there because that's a separate piece. Then you gotta score the countertop from the vanity right underneath. And then you lift up and it should come off real easily. Oh, and make sure there's nothing like holding them together, which for the most part, most of the time there's not. And you can grab it by the faucet. I left the faucet attached, and then I also disconnected the supply lines from the valves. So I made sure it came all the way off, and then I'm going to open the door from the house or to the house so I can put it on the side, and the contractor is going to come and get it and dispose of it. Then you gotta unscrew the vanity from the wall. The screws are in some studs if they're done properly. So take the screws out. 1, 2, and there was another one I missed that's on the bottom right that I didn't see. And so make sure you just thoroughly check to see if there's any more screws holding the vanity into the wall. So right here you can see I'm trying to pull it. I'm like, how come it's not coming out? Maybe it's some adhesive, whatever, but there's one in the corner that I find later after I break this vanity. I was trying to take it in one piece, but you know, I overlooked it, which is no problem. We're not keeping this vanity, so it's no problem that I broke it. So I'm still searching, like, hey, why is it not coming out? And eventually I just break it. It comes apart. So the front part came off, and then it comes out piece by piece. And then I find it, I'm like, oh, there it is, right there in the corner. And if I would have got that before breaking it, it would have came out in one whole piece. So, you know, rookie mistake, whatever. So yeah, just unscrew it. It's just like a drywall screw into a stud. And they put it right there because there's like a stud on the corner of that wall. So that's why that screw is there. If they were to put it into just basic drywall, it'll come off easily, but you're supposed to put into a stud. And then you can see that, you know, it's just like a particle board, and there's just like either brad nails or just like staples that's holding it together, or trim nails that are holding it together. So just take it out piece by piece, what I did, and I put it on the side of the house. Very simple. I'm telling you guys, anybody can do this. You just have to have the patience and want to learn. And, you know, once you do one of them, you'll be able to, almost all of them are the same thing. So the new vanity is smaller than that. I think it's about like 24 inches. And then right here, I'm just showing you, we're going to take off the baseboard too, put new baseboard. Everything's going to be new in here. We're going to repaint. This is the whole bathroom remodel. So this is going to be part 1. And then for the flooring, that's vinyl flooring, or I think there's like another name for it, but we don't have to remove it. We can actually put the towel over it. You just got to do some prep work. But yeah, taking out the baseboard here and there behind the toilet. And the medicine cabinets are easy. The medicine cabinets are in between two studs, and just like the vanity, there's screws holding it in. So just get those screws out, and the vanity, or not the vanity, the medicine cabinet will come right out with ease. And they're not heavy at all. Very simple. See, came out real simple. Now we're taking this big ass mirror out. Sometimes there's adhesive in the back of it, and then sometimes there's these brackets that's holding it in. I taped it because I just, for safety precautions, that helps not let the mirror shatter. But you got to be very careful. I've done this plenty of times, so I know how to take it out properly and hold it properly. But the tape is to, you can use that tape I'm using. You can use duct tape. I think duct tape is better, but I just had this masking tape on me at the moment. So took it out one piece. And now these towel racks, towel holders, sometimes there's a hole at the bottom of it to put like a hex tool in, but these have a screw right behind that little cap. So you gotta get a long enough screwdriver or get a long enough bit that goes in there, and it's just a Phillips screw in there. Take it out, back it out, and then you're able to just take it off. So you see it come off from the other piece, and then that piece is like kind of stuck to the wall. So you just get your utility knife and score it, and it'll come right off. You'll see in a second. I'm putting everything in the tub because that's like the tub I'm gonna get rid of all anyway. So there I am scoring it. Then there's more screws holding it in, and so just take it out. Now this toilet is nice, but it's so hard to grab. So I'm disconnecting the supply line, and then behind that cap right there is where the bolts are, the nuts and bolts that holds that secures the toilet to the ground. So you can see in there, they're usually other toilets, like your basic toilets, they're like a brass nut or copper nut that's on that, but this one's a plastic one. Same concept. Save those pieces because again, we're going to use this toilet again. So just undo it counterclockwise, take it right off, and there's another one on the other side. And then remember I told you there's water left over in the toilet. So you get this black bag, a large gallon bag, and you put the toilet in there. So when you remove it from the bathroom, you don't get water all over the place. The black bag catches it. So yeah, remember when you carry something large like this, lift with your legs, not your back. Now I'm taking out the shower head. Real easy, but this house was different. They had sweated this on, so I left it on there. Take it off later. I take the tub spot out, then you take the handle off. You don't have to turn off the water because you're not going. Don't disconnect the valve, the cartridge. Leave the cartridge on there. So if you try to take the cartridge out, water's gonna shoot out. But take the cap off from the handle, and you gotta be careful right here because there's a screw, and you want to hold the handle while you're unscrewing it, so you won't take off like more than you should, because it could get real disastrous real quick. So then you take off the there's two more screws there that holding the plate in to the wall. Very simple. One screw there, two screws, and then might need to get your utility knife because it might be cocked on there. So, and that must just be like old water, moldy water from the valve. So yeah, I show you, don't move that piece right there. Just leave that piece on there. So this is we're removing this whole tub and shower because this is just going to be a walk-in shower. We're going to build our own shower pan, and then we're going to tile everything. Right here in the drain, you should be able to take the tub drain out, but the way to take it out, the pieces are broken in there. So I'm trying to feel if it's broken because I know I did the other shower that's upstairs, and that was broken. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to take this out the hard way. Cover this up, cover that piece up, because debris could go in there, and you don't want to go all the way into your drain pipe. So when you're taking out the enclosure, you want to take off like 1 inch away from the enclosure, and that's where you see the like the flaps are attached to the studs. So I'm getting my utility knife, and I'm showing you that here's where the flaps are at, and they're all on the studs with nails. And you want to do this first before you start tearing out the shower wall. So I got my angle grinder, and this is where you have to be careful at, because you don't know what's behind this wall. And then behind this wall was actually on the other side of this wall is a room. And so there was a wire right behind this wall. So I made sure to not cut so deep. Wear your protective glasses, goggles, mask, and add some arm sleeves too. And then shout out to my company. So there you go. There's a wire right there. So you don't want to get a big enough blade, because you might potentially cut a wire, or there might be a pipe. You don't know what's behind there. So I made sure I was careful. I didn't cut too deep. So when you're taking out this enclosure, you do it piece by piece. Because when this was built before the drywalls were put in. This was put in when the framing was done. So now I got a vacuum, and you want to use a vacuum too to prevent all this dust from flying around. And I got arm sleeves on, because the first bathroom I didn't wear arm sleeves, and my skin got irritated, because this is all like fiberglass, and once fiberglass is on your skin, it irritates it. So here I am, piece by piece, taking off the enclosure, the shower wall, and make a mess, make noise, wear gloves, goggles, protective, get your PPE, take everything off piece by piece. Again, we're gonna tile this whole thing from the floor up. Make sure you get some construction bags. Don't get no plastic bags. Get some construction bags. They're way better. And so remember I told you that shower head was like sweated on, so I cut around it because I'm gonna take it off later. I don't want to do it right now. I'm just worried about getting this wall out. And so yeah, again, the vacuum comes in handy. You don't want to have all this dust all over the place. And you see I have locks, so I'm gonna have to wash my hair sooner or later. So got it all out, the wall out, and I didn't tape it, or I didn't record where I got the tub out, but you basically cut the tub in half, and then you get your Sawzall to cut it out from the middle, because the middle part of that tub and the bottom of it is thicker. So get your Sawzall. And that's it for part 1. Part 2 will be coming up. If you guys have any more questions, comments, if this video helped you out, be sure to like it and subscribe to the channel. Check you guys out on the next one.